What's up, Jaguars? Happy Friday. Going to read the page 167, paragraph 158. This is Anne's diary entry at the end of scene 1 of Act 2. So if we recall here, what's going on is we have Mr. Kraler being blackmailed. We have Anne lashing out at the adults. And now something that we skipped because we just did. We have Peter and Anne are crushing on each other. So that's weird. But this is Anne's diary entry at the end of scene 1. And I'm going to explain some stuff here and then explain your assignment as well. So Anne's voice. We've had bad news. The people from whom Meep got our ration books have been arrested. So we have had to cut down on our food. Our stomachs are so empty that they rumble and make strange noises, all in different keys. Mr. Van Dan's is deep and low, like a bass fiddle. Mine is high, whistling like a flute. As we all sit around waiting for supper, it's like an orchestra tuning up. It only needs Toscanini to raise his baton and we'd be off in the ride of the Valkyries. Monday, the 6th of March, 1944. Mr. Kraler is in the hospital. It seems he has ulcers. Pim says we are his ulcers. Meep has to run the business and us too. The Americans have landed on the southern tip of Italy. Father looks for a quick finish to the war. Mr. Dussel is waiting every day for the warehouse man to demand more money. Have I been skipping too much from one subject to another? I can't help it. I feel that spring is coming. I feel it in my whole body and soul. I feel utterly confused. I am longing, so longing for everything, for friends, for someone to talk to, someone who understands, someone young, who feels as I do. So that's how Anne is feeling right now. Like, she's just despondent. Like, they have this sense of foreboding because, like, you know, Mr. Kraler's being blackmailed. They could be found at any moment. But they're also, you know, Anne is just sad. Like, she's depressed. She has no one to talk to. She's starting to think she's crushing on Peter, but she's not sure. And there's a war outside. And Mr. Kraler, you know, she says that line, it seems he has ulcers. Pim says we are his ulcers. You know, ulcers are holes that develop in your stomach, and a lot of times they're caused by stress. And so basically, Anne's father is saying that Mr. Kraler is so stressed out that he's making himself sick, worrying about the Franks and the Van Dams and Mr. Dussel hiding in the annex. So my question to you today, for today's assignment, this is Friday, is can you relate to how Anne feels? Can you relate to this feeling of loneliness? Again, we're in kind of a similar situation with everybody, you know, school not being the same, COVID going around, things like that. So it's lots of similarities can be made between what they're going through and what some of us are going through right now. So I want you to answer just one question, and that question is, like, how can you relate to Anne? Like, can you relate to some of the ways that she feels? Can you relate to the emotion that she's going through? She was seeking connection. And I know for us it's hard to have connection because we're communicating through computer screens. So I want you just to kind of compare and contrast those two things. Next week we will start scene 2 where even more things happen, and I know you're super excited about that. So that's it. Have a great weekend, guys, and I will talk to you later.